Dun, 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 I think that's the best we can do.
Hello, and welcome back to Please Watch Our Podcast. Tonight, we are doing Doctor Who, specifically Season 14? Series
14, Season 1. Guys, I don't...
Because technically, David Tennant is both 10th and 14th.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how that works.
It is not Series 14.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is not Series 15, it's Series 14.
Yeah, it's... Who knows? Yeah, it's confusing, and I don't want to touch it.
Most people are saying, Who.
Listen, the Wikipedia says Doctor Who Series 14, so I'm not finding Wikipedia. Maybe I will. I have first question, I guess. How did you get into Doctor Who? Then I'll answer mine.
I think it was. I had a trip to Washington D.C. When I was a kid, and I was like, "Damn, I need to get some shows." And I was looking up like sci-fi, fantasy, like shows for kids because like it is like a public broadcasting show.
Yeah.
Doctor Who showed up, and I was like, "Really? What the hell's Doctor Who?"
Yeah.
And then my dad, he's like, "Oh my god, yeah, Doctor Who. That's like, I've been around with that. Like it's been around since the '60s, so of course he's seen it." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I download the whole of. I guess it would be Series 9.
Okay.
Matt Smith's 11th Doctor. The whole first season.
Yeah. What year was that? Sorry.
2009 to 11, I think.
Okay.
And I fell in love with it. I was also fucking terrified of some of the episodes.
Yeah.
The Weeping Angels was definitely the most terrifying. Also, Matt Smith, after watching everything, he's still my number one. He has that fucking like aura to him.
Yeah. No, he's a good doctor.
You like, he has the best like, oh, I'm very swaggy, but if you fuck with me, I will murder all of you. And David Tennant. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, thank you. So I guess like for me, I have like a memory when I was like younger, and I don't know if I'm right about this, but I'm pretty sure at one point, Doctor Who was on CBC, which is Canadian Broadcasting Services or Community, whatever. But like I remember like seeing a bald man with a black leather coat, and then like
so and then like 9.
I don't know how old I was when it came out.
No. 9 as in Dr. 9.
Yeah, 9 as in the yeah. So I just remember that, and then like at one point I like did a deep Google search. I went down many rabbit holes, and I watched like the first full episode I watched on YouTube in clips, and that was The Runaway Bride. So that was my first Doctor Who episode, and then shortly after that I just watched the whole Series 4 with Donna Noble and Tennant. Catherine Tate and the 10th Doctor, I love them both together. I don't know who my favorite Doctor is. Probably going to be Tennant. Favorite companion? Definitely Donna Noble. Favorite TARDIS team, though, is like, it has to be... It's 11,
it's
Amy...
Smith, Amy, and Rory.
Yeah, and River, too. Like, they're so good. And, like, I can't, like, when they're all together, I'm like, it's a fun show. They're, like, my favorite team.
And I liked the difference with the triple team versus the duo. I liked 3 people. It made more sense to me.
And I'm like, yeah, again, I tried to get into it, really. I watched, like, Series 10, which has Peter Capaldi, and it's kind of like, not a reboot, but it's kind of just like, here's a new companion, and you get, like, a different kind of point of view. And I really liked that season.
Yeah.
I really tried to get into 13. I really tried. We're getting into that later, but like that's where I'm at. And then I watched the whole show, and I'm very happy with the new season of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Are we talking about the Christmas? We're talking about the Christmas episode first, right? Because it's
Am
kind
I?
of like included. So the episode is called, oh my gosh,
The Church on Ruby Road, I think.
thank you. Um, Good episode, guy. I like the episode. I feel
For a
like
first episode, very good.
it's
And
like, yeah.
yeah.
I really like how like whenever they do like you get like dialogue from the companion, which is Ruby Sunday. Great name, great name. Basically she was adopted, and you find out what happened to her. And, like you kind of get like a kind of show into her, life about it, and it's organic too. It's not like she's like talking to her mom, because like her mom would know what happened already. It's her like talking about like, hey, this is what happened. Oh, also they called them younglings, which I thought was weird. Or like, what is this, Star Wars? But anyways,
Wait, what? Younglings?
they called them lostlings,
Foundlings.
foundlings. I'm like, what is this, Star Wars? Like, come on.
Well, no, it is an old term for like
Yeah.
Orphans.
Yeah.
So and knowing the British, they love the old shit.
They love the old shit. Yeah. Yeah. But then things are happening. We get a little, I love goblins, guys. The only time I ever played D&D, I was a goblin. It was fun. We get little goblins running around, being crazy. And basically, I'm just gonna get to the point where where she she has many interactions with the doctor. The doctor kind of, and Shudigatra is amazing. Like right away, I'm like, I know who he kind of knows who he is.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not trying to play it like any other doctor.
He's very much his own doctor too, and he's very much his own doctor, and I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like right away, like he's very not interested, but like he's friendly with Ruby Sunday.
Yes, they're not.
Yeah.
They're very much not the normal, like duo of like will they, won't they? It's pretty clear from the beginning that they're like good friends.
Yeah.
Like they're
yeah.
And
I don't think you should sorry, but I feel like I also do like Rose, but like her and the doctor flirting.
Didn't like it.
No, and plus like
it feel to me, I'm gonna be quite honest. It's a little fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like 1,000 years old.
First, I think that series he was like 900, and then Rose is like 18.
Yeah.
18, 19. I'm like, ooh.
And you essentially kidnap them.
Yeah.
Show them the coolest shit ever, and then expect them to not like fall in love with you.
No,
because you're essentially a space god.
Or at least be like amazed by like this person who just shows up,
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I can fly through time and space. Like, no wonder I'm.
No. Like he has a ship, but yeah, basically,
no, I'd fold.
Me too. I would go in, dude. I would. Oh, anyways, basically at this point, Ruby Sunday's mom. I forget the mom's name. I'm sorry.
Oh no, not Jackie. There's Cherry.
Cherry,
who's the grandmother.
Which is Cherry Sunday is such a good name too. I can't think of it. Damn. But she was also great. Like, again, like one thing I do like about like Russell is that like he really involves like when he writes Doctor Who, he really involves like the family to a certain extent. Like the family's there to help them. Again, Jackie Tyler's like she was really involved in the 2 seasons she was in, Yeah. And like that kept Rose tied down to Earth in a way.
Yeah, she had to go back.
Yeah, because her mom, loved Jackie. I love Jackie.
That was the same thing with Martha Jones in series 10. Whatever, something.
Yeah, and then Donna to a certain extent, but like again, Donna's family was just kind of mean to her. Her mom was.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, Ruby Sunday's mom walks in with a baby. Like she basically find out like Ruby Sunday's adopted from her mom, and they're like, we're getting a baby Christmas Eve, just like Ruby Sunday. It's a lot of coincidence, a lot of things that are happening, right?
Yeah.
And then, the baby comes in, and then the baby gets taken by goblins. And listen, I completely agree with Ruby Road. Like, Ruby was in charge of that baby. If someone took, like, one of my siblings or something, or someone I was in charge of, I'm running after it too. I'm jumping on that bridge. If I can get them, again, yeah, you could call the police, but you can see them. You can go,
Yeah.
Would you go after, let's say I'm taken away by goblins. Would you
Yeah.
chase? Oh, thank you. You're
Yeah,
chase. Okay,
probably.
thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
I also want the chance to like kill a goblin or
Yeah.
fuck one.
Whew.
Well, okay, let's be honest.
Okay.
If you had the chance to have sex with an alien life form,
I'm not doing it.
right? That is true. Yeah. I would.
Okay.
I would.
Immediately my mind goes to like space aids.
I'd
Sorry.
take it.
Sorry. Space,
take it.
like, your take?
No,
Okay.
space aids. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'd go out a fucking martyr.
Okay.
I'd be like, I
yeah.
paved the path for all the alien fuckers out there.
Mm-hmm. Then make a flag.
Chant my name. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Your flag. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's like a penis, but it has like flowers growing out, like some weird shit. That's the flag. Okay, continue.
But yeah, right away, the doctor shows up and he's like, "What are you doing?" And Ruby's like, "I'm saving that baby." And again, they're just so fun. The doctor jumps on that rope and they're flying up into the sky.
Yeah.
What did you think about like
the little song?
The song, and the first like interaction together, like the doctor's like, it's a new. I kind of liked it. The doctor's like, it's a new kind of science I'm learning. I like how like this like he's learning new things. Well,
he's like, because he's technically they like bi-regenerated the 14th and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they both exist at the same time, but then 14 like died somehow. I can't remember.
14 is just, he's in therapy.
No, he's just chilling right now, right?
In therapy, chilling with Donna Noble, like that's my dream. Just to chill.
So like insane, right? Mm-hmm. So like to me, at least this is how I explain it in my head, right? Mm-hmm. Like he's a whole new being. Like he's a whole new Time Lord, essentially. Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? Like he's not the same doctor that's regenerated every 15th time. He's technically the 15th doctor, but he's like a whole new person who has all the knowledge, but he's like a whole new person in that.
He even has his own TARDIS too.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yes, no, because the TARDIS looks nothing different, like nothing like the old TARDIS. Mm-hmm. Also, his sonic screwdriver looks nothing like the old ones.
I'm just being honest, not a fan. Sorry.
I hate the sonic screwdriver.
Me too. And like he was really defending it too.
I think it looks, I'm going to be honest, it looks pretty cool if you're like trying to make it like the like it looks more sci-fi, right? Like it's like, oh, I have my scanner and I have my little eye slit that I can pop out and scan things with. Yeah. And it's like it has like a keypad or something on it. Like that's more sci-fi. Like it makes sense that that would probably be what it would look like, Yeah. But like, there's fucking nothing that beats just being like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
And then like, I made your balls explode.
Yeah. Or you can't open the door because it's what. Again, I think the reason, guys, I listen to a lot of podcasts about Doctor Who. I get bored, okay? And I heard someone like slightly say like,
we're literally making a podcast about Doctor
Who. They didn't want it to be like, Russell didn't want it to be like a gun. But like, come on.
That would be kind of cool.
No, but like it doesn't want to be like it because like it's a straight line and stuff. I don't know, but like if you call it,
like it doesn't look like a barrel of a gun.
It doesn't look like you can shoot someone with it. So it's like, but like, come on.
No, like to me, it always looked like a wand, right?
Yeah,
and that's like his version of like if someone looked at him, they'd be like, that's a wizard doing wizard shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's doing science. And that's like his whole thing. It's like science and magic are kind of interchangeable in the Doctor Who universe.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, like it looks like a TV remote.
It does. It looks like one of those old fucking.
Have you seen the movie Click?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
exactly
it
what it
looks
was.
exactly like that. And like Shichi like went on his Instagram like, guys, stop. It's not a TV remote. Like it is so. I'm sorry. um
Yeah, it
but
looks
yeah,
like one of the old Bell TV remotes.
yeah. If you're Canadian, you would know.
Yeah.
Shout out.
You know what I'm talking about with the big blue buttons?
Oh yeah, I had that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, it was a like it's like a core Canadian memory for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically at this point, they're kind of they find the baby and they're like they're gonna try and eat this baby because of all like the goblins get their power from bad luck basically.
Potential energy.
Yeah.
So like circumstance, they'll cause bad things to happen, and then that somehow like stacks the flavor onto these people.
It adds a little
confusing.
sauce. Yeah. And the doctor and oh my gosh, Ruby sings nice. Like
Yeah, that was that it was a good primer to like the new tone of the show.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like for a first episode, it was absolutely perfect because it showed you this is not going to be Doctor Who like it was before.
Yeah.
This is going to be something new. We have fucking musical numbers. This chick and this guy, they're not going to fuck. There's no threat of them going to be fucking.
Friendship.
They're the best of friends. They're going to just sing a duet and fucking murder these goblins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And again, like they're friend, like it's very quick too. Like you can already see like the doctor like likes her as a friend already. Like they're having fun,
100%.
Even though like a little baby's about to die. They're having fun though, you know. Yeah. They get the baby, and then the doctor meets Ruby Rhodes' family. Ruby Sunday. Oh my gosh, sorry.
No,
family.
No, I actually called her Ruby. I called her Ruby Rose for like.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, whatever. It doesn't help that she's also blonde. Like, sorry, but
she's blonde?
Yeah, like, you know, like dyed blonde.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that's kind of rude. Sorry.
Well, no, it's like platinum, isn't it?
Yeah. But anyways, they go back down. The doctor meets Ruby's mom and everything. Everything's going good. You see like a fridge with all these like pictures on it, and the doctor's like, "You have a big family." We also kind of find out that the doctor's adopted. A lot of people online got mad about this.
Yeah, with no mention of that.
Yeah, because they really hated like
Sorry.
Go.
No, you go.
They really hated like I can't think of the name now. Sorry. Can't think of it.
Oh, you're just completely gone out of the head?
It's completely gone. Like basically what happened was the doctor found out when 13 found out she was an alien, and that's how time people regenerate because of the doctor. And I feel like the only like I didn't the watch only like kind of I only like skimmed the last few episodes. That's it. The only thing that like is kind of good about that is that like unlike like the last few episodes of like the 11th Doctor, how like the Time Lords gave him like energy to regenerate. They don't really need to do that now because the Doctor basically finds out like they're just a being that can just keep regenerating forever, every time they die.
Oh.
So yeah, and they're keeping it. So
wait, okay. Yeah, I hope when he says I've been adopted, because he didn't talk about Gallifrey, did he?
No, but that's what he was talking about. Like people from Gallifrey adopted him because he had the power to regenerate, and basically they brought that power to.
Oh, so he's not a Time Lord, but he is a Time Lord.
He is a Time Lord. He can't really.
He wasn't originally a Time Lord.
Yeah, he can't. It's kind of confusing, right? He can't remember everything until like
if you're 1,000 years
Doctor.
old,
Yeah, no. Can't remember anything to like the first Doctor because they were just erasing things. Again, it's kind of confusing, but it kind of works because now Russell doesn't have to worry about like, or people in the future don't really have to worry about like, why should we give him another 13 lives? He just has them. And he still just kind of chills. So that's kind of like, that's why I think that Russell did it, because like he didn't want to have like the issue of like, there's no more Time Lords because they're gone. I don't know how they're gone. Again,
they all got murdered.
Oh, they got murdered. Okay.
But they're not all murdered because the Master shows up like half the time. Like a Master shows up every fucking season.
Did he show? Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing.
This season, but
it's confusing. I tried my me putting my best. I don't know, my best hand out. Like I don't know exactly what to think about it. I don't hate the idea of like he's the reason there people can regenerate.
That doesn't. It doesn't sense.
It doesn't make sense.
If they all could regenerate, how the fuck could they die?
They couldn't. They found a being that could regenerate, and just so happens to be the Doctor.
No, I get that, but like, wait, so they couldn't all regenerate? It was only the Doctor, but the Master has regenerated before. They
made it so everyone could. They made it like so. Somehow they made it so everyone else can regenerate when they die.
Okay, but then once that happened, how did they lose the war?
I don't know.
If they could not die, how did they lose?
I just looked into like why the Doctor is called the time. That's what it's the Timeless Child. I just looked into that. That's it.
Okay, well now
I don't know anything else though. Again, I didn't really watch Series 13. I tried to, but I didn't. Sorry. My voice is dying. But yeah, basically at this point, the Doctor Ruby's gone because the little goblins, which one is it? Little fuckers went back in time to kill Ruby Rose in 2004. How do you feel about that? She is, how old are you? You're 20, right? 22?
21.
21. You're turning 22, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I feel fucking old then.
No, I'm 21 turning 22.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 1 year. No. But yeah, basically they go back to 2004. It's so crazy to think like this companion is Gen Z. Like probably the first like companion our age. And I'm older than her. Not by a lot, but like still.
Yeah.
I'm like crying a little bit. But yeah, they go back in time. The Doctor, there's these gloves, and like that's how like the Doctor's like, I hang on a lot of things a lot, so I might as well make gloves that make me Spider-Man. Basically. And using the gloves, he kills the Goblin King. He goes right into the center. And then, yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, think about what?
Like, what do you think about the Doctor killing a creature?
Oh, I've always like. Okay, my biggest thing was like, he does murder people. Like he has.
Yeah.
And like, no matter how much they try and hand wave it, and they're like, "Oh, I just trapped them in a separate dimension where they starve themselves to death." You killed them.
Yeah. So
it is
why
murder.
Don't you just kill them?
So just fucking shoot them.
Yeah, exactly. So
like that's my thing is like these human like helpers, the first thing I would have asked for was a gun.
Yeah.
I would have walked on that ship and be like, "Yo, we're going to be fighting like gods, demons, and aliens. I need like a 44 caliber revolver right now. Like I'm going to shoot those goblin fucks.
Give me a force field, man. Like
something, right? Like
especially if we're going
give me my own sonic screwdriver.
Yeah. No, literally. Give me
technically, I think the sonic screwdrivers are actually like really hard to use. Because in the 10th Doctor, the one I'm watching right now, well, after this, the one we are talking about today, the Series 14, he has like settings for it. So like he has to find different settings to do different things, and like that would be confusing, and I wouldn't have a clue.
Same. Like the doctor, like you're not using the right button. It's like I can't read your language.
Yeah.
Make an English setting. But yeah, basically happy ending. You know, Ruby still doesn't know who her mom is yet. And then we see Ruby walk into the TARDIS. Pretty good. Like again, like not the best person walking into the TARDIS, but I'm happy with it. It looks nice. And then their neighbor breaks the fourth wall, and it's like, stop. Not a fan of that. But yeah. Yeah? Like, good first starter, to be honest.
Very good. I very much, and okay. And then it hits us with the next episode.
What do you think about space babies?
About space babies?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. Genuinely, I didn't mind it.
A lot of people are hating on this episode, and I'm like, it's not great.
It's not great, but
like,
the twist is sorry.
You're good. Guys, it's 8 o'clock.
The twist is
9.
interesting. It's 9 o'clock. That's fine. The twist is interesting to like a Doctor Who level, not like a real story narrative level of like, wow, that was so mind-boggling. Like Doctor Who twists are always like, I'm gonna give you something and it's gonna be the most absurd shit possible is the twist at the end. And there you go. And it was. The thing being made out of literal boogers, but
smart.
also
smart.
and also doubling back on it and being like, but that is also a kid. There's a kid in there.
Yeah.
Like it grew around the kid. Like that was cool. And then the doctor like risking his life to save the kid. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I would have killed that fucking kid.
No, that was so cute though. Like the kid's like, I'm gonna be brave. He has a little wooden sword. I'm like,
my god!
Damn it! I'm like, damn it! Don't make me like this. If this kid dies, like, plus like, this doctor right away is like, hey, it's like the captain's like, are we a mistake? And the doctor's like, you're not a mistake. I'm like, oh my gosh!
No, very, 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 very kind.
So kind and just so like he just. Oh, I can't. He's like right away. I'm like, I liked this guy. Like, I like him. I like him a lot. There's not like a lot to really talk about. Like, again, this is just kind of like the show first episode where the doctor, like Ruby and the doctor on their kind of like not first adventure, but like one of their like their first adventure, and they have fun together.
This is their first like true.
Yeah, because it starts with her walking into the TARDIS, and then it's like, let's go. They go back. They go to the dinosaurs. Ruby steps on a butterfly. Ooh, that scares me. See, I would hate going back in time because if I fuck.
Oh, it was so funny when she stepped on the butterfly and turned into the lizard person. And be like, if you say anything bad about me, I will have to kill you.
Yeah.
No, that was very funny. I like that.
I feel like if I ever went back in time.
Oh, I wouldn't move.
I wouldn't move. The doctor was like, let's go, Connor. I'm like, dude, if I step on an ant, I might grow an extra arm. Like, no thank you. No, thank you.
No, are you kidding me? I'd step on 2 ants and get 4 arms.
Okay. Like,
you know how cool that would be?
But what if we're traveling together? You step on an ant and I die. I just go. I'm just gone.
You die? You just die?
Well, I wouldn't. Let's say you stepping on those 2 ants leads to the fact that I'm no longer around.
Well, I can't really like unstep on the ant.
Yeah.
So
I'll be
like,
scared.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you never existed.
True. So you wouldn't even miss me.
Oh, well, no. But.
Or
would I remember you?
Maybe. Possibly. Again,
hypotheticals. This is time travel.
Yeah. I mean, like, I watched series 5 and I fucking love the episode where like they see the angels and the doctor's like, the reason you're okay is because you're a time traveler now, Amy. It's like, damn it. Like, yeah. I'm sure it does stuff to you, time travel, like in Doctor Who.
Oh, it does. They've explained it a bunch of times that like you absorb radiation when you time travel. You do all this shit.
Yeah.
Also the TARDIS.
There we go. I was going to say we should talk about it. How do you feel?
I like the new TARDIS.
Okay.
I think
it's very white.
I think it's a bit
shiny.
It's a bit too shiny for me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
I really loved the like ramshackle, like this thing is barely hanging on by like a shoestring, right?
Yeah. Now it's kind of like, well, like I feel like at the start of the series, this doctor has his shit together. Like he's gonna start traveling. He's a nice new fancy TARDIS. He put a juice boxes in there, a little personality. He's like, it's good for now. We're gonna travel. I hope they add more to it later. But like, who knows? Season 2, Ruby might open the door and see a completely different inside and be like, I did some stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I could see it happening. But yeah, basically stop the boogie monster. That's so funny, sorry. They stopped the boogie monster and then they were able to make the spaceship, like the whatever they called it, ship. It's not a ship though, it's stable so it doesn't move. They made it move by using all the diapers from 6 years of the baby's pooping.
Yeah.
Greenhouse gas, sorry.
They shit bombed themselves into orbit.
And the spaceship looks like a butt. That's kind of funny.
Yep.
Okay. Again, chill episode. I don't know why people hate on it. I liked it. It was fun. The Devil's Chords. How do we feel?
I actually kind of like this episode. It was funny.
Yeah.
And the person who played
the maestro
was excellent.
Yes. I forget who they are, but Mal from the podcast told me they were drag queen from the US of A.
They are. Yeah.
Jinx. Oh, yes. Again, I do like, I don't know, the opening was really good when they started to play the piano and it went into the Doctor Who theme. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this opening? Again, sooner talk about it. How do you feel about the opening credits in this new series? Do you like it? Hate it?
It's fine.
Okay. I was going to say, like, yeah, it's fine. Favorite one again? I like series, like the first series. I love that opening. It's so colorful. I just like it. And the music is a little bit better. Sorry. But yeah. The doctor asks Ruby, hey, where do you want to go? And Ruby's like, I want to see the Beatles record music. And we didn't really mention it at this point. Ruby's a musician. She plays the piano. Yeah. So here, okay, so we're in the TARDIS together. The doctor asks both of us, yo, where do you guys want to go? What are you saying?
Oh, shit. I feel like I'd probably want to go into the future, but also
like let's say you pass. We gotta go past. Like part in history where you're interested in seeing.
Fuck. Like none of them. Everyone didn't bathe. Diseases would just immediately murder me. I feel like I'd be too uncomfortable dealing with like the racism and weird shit of the time.
Oh yeah.
And like I'd be forced to like be complicit within those like things, or then I'd have to change them.
Yeah.
You know?
Could you imagine if they make it sorry.
No.
Could you imagine they make an episode? There's like the companions go back in time. It's like the episode with the Doctor and Martha, but like the Doctor is now like a human. Shiti as a like that would be crazy. That'd be so.
With the Chameleon Watch.
Yeah, that'd be. For me, I'm gonna be like, I want to go to the War of 1812, and you know, like those potato people, they're fighting in it. That's my episode, Doctor Who. Thank you.
I'd want to go. Actually, I don't think I'd want to go time travel. I'd say, take me to the most advanced civilization in the galaxy. Is what I tell them. I'd say right now, same time, same place, same everything. Take me to the greatest civilization in the galaxy that isn't human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think that would be the most interesting to me. I don't want to see the future. Well, I do want to see the future. I don't really. The past is like, it would be super, super cool.
Yeah. But like again,
never meet your heroes, never all that shit. Like, you're never going to go back and go meet these people, and you're just going to realize, wow, what a piece of shit they were.
I would love to meet J.R.R. Tolkien, but like literally who just kind of be like,
why?
Why? Like, I know, exactly. It'd be like, why? I don't want to get anything out of it. The only thing would be like, there might be another Goblin episode, and I
know what I'd do. I'd go back in time and take Hitler's other nut. He only had one ball by the time of the war, so I take the other one as well.
Let's go kill Hitler again.
No. I can't kill Hitler. That's too much time travel.
Let's go take Hitler's. We need a name. Nut.
Yeah.
Nut job. No, just Nut.
No, the Nut Job. Yeah, that's the episode title.
Me and you, Doctor's like, okay, guys, let's go see World War II, and we're like, okay, we have little.
And Hitler's like, the Daleks are like trying to take over through the Nazi regime. Yeah, and we're like, the only way to get rid of the brain power is by taking out his balls.
Oh yeah, or like the Doctor's dealing with the Daleks, and they're like, we need a. And me and you are just like taking out the balls, and it's like, what do you guys do? And we're like, we just have a bag, like. Fudge.
Yeah, it's just like a Ziploc baggie with his nut in it.
Oh my god! And he's like, god. The Doctor's just like, I was like, get the fuck out of my, get out. And we're like, oh. I feel like we would probably do a lot. It wouldn't be that bad. Did Hitler have a lot of kids? Probably not. I would also put Hitler in a cupboard just because. But yeah,
Hitler in a cupboard. Yeah. No, I'd probably show up every day on Hitler's birthdays and like kick him in the balls.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I'd probably make him worse if I did that.
Yeah, probably. He's already a bad person, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd just be against tall. Your hair?
I'm tall and blonde, so maybe I'd completely change his.
Yeah.
Like paradigm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm short. I'm like average height and blonde, so.
Yeah.
Average. I'm like, it's like so humid out, guys. Like my hair is like so bad. It's so curly. Like it's, I don't know what to do. But yeah, back to Doctor Who, guys. Basically, music is gone because the Maestro was released because I don't know the person, whoever the person
Devil's
was.
Chord. I think it was a real person, but
it was.
Also...
Again, like I don't really care about music that much. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Not there's only a few people who I know are like famous musicians. I don't know them all, you know what I mean? But this guy was huge, apparently. I'm sorry, I just don't remember.
Head right now.
Thank you. No, I deserve that. I love music. I just can't sing.
Oh, no one can sing. Well, I mean, everyone can sing, actually, technically.
Technically, yeah. But yeah. This world has no music, so they go to see the beautiful Chord on Abbey Road, and I got a dog, da-da-da, and they're like, oh.
I got a dog, and I love it so much, and you got a dog, and you love it so much.
And they're like, yeah, I'm just doing this to make a little money on the side, so I can just kind of go home and chill with my family. And I feel like at this point, because it happened, like, when the Maestro came into the world, it was, like, 1929. So now it's, let's say, 1950s, the 50s, basically. And music is basically gone at this point. Like, no one really sings or anything. They still have, like, pianos and stuff because, like, music was around 30 years ago, and they still kind of use it for, like, jingles and stuff. Because if one thing remains, it's capitalism.
Yeah, I'm right.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's the lesson of... That's the next episode.
I know. I wish I could, like, flow that better, but whatever. But yeah, basically, you do need to watch the 60th special to understand, kind of have an understanding of like who the Maestro is. But like the nice thing about like the toy maker and like the Maestro, we have new villains, which is something like you can make the argument there's new villains in like series 13, but like I feel like these ones will stick better because they have a want. Like the Maestro wants to get rid of music, toy maker's like, we're gonna play a game.
Yeah.
And I'll take your soul if you mess up. It's interesting. I like it. And there's like other people too. You find out later, there's like other beings. They're basically gods at this point. I also like how the doctors immediately
They're
like,
called
oh
the
shit.
Pantheon. Yeah.
Yeah. The doctors immediately like, oh shit. Really, we're fucked. Like they basically killed me last time.
They did, yeah.
They did kill him actually. So it's like, I don't know if we're gonna fucking be able to do this or not. And Ruby's like, oh, what do you mean? And everything. Again, it's just a chill episode. I like how Ruby's like, I wrote a song for my friend who had a bad lesbian breakup. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. Because, lesbian breakups are bad. I'm sorry, that was bad of me. But you know what, guys? No, don't put a lesbian in a box. Because they'll build their way out.
Yeah.
I think we used that joke before. Anyways, guys.
Probably.
It's a good joke, guys. Don't hate on me. And you can hate on me, I don't care.
Well,
they kind of...
It's kind of depressing. Okay, next one.
Yeah, it's good, guys. But, like, if I'm ranking it, it's not that, like, high on the list. I'm like, this episode, boom. Boom. Written by, Stephen Moffat. Stephen Moffat? There we go. I like this episode a lot.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Definitely.
You can give the opening if you want. I feel like I did a few. I believe in you.
Oh, this one, boom.
Yeah.
This one is how do I describe this? This one's very cool. It's a bit, I find it a bit heavy-handed with the themes it's trying to go for. But also, it's Doctor Who, so that's what they do. They don't really beat around the bush. They're like, they're very upfront with, if there's a moral, if there's a thing they're trying to tell you, they will fucking shove it down your throat. Because they have an hour of public broadcasting time, and they have no time to waste. So it's very much, they open up after their conflict with Maestro, and they're... I think they had like a couple stops in between there, but they don't show them.
Yeah.
It's so like, yeah, it's a very, sometimes Doctor Who does this, if you've never seen the show, where they're like, they'll reference things that they've never actually shown you, but they did just do them like 2.5 minutes ago. And it gets a bit confusing if you're not expecting it. But it happens.
Yeah.
I thought they'd get rid of it for this new like streaming service kind of like flow, like you can take your time, you understand what's happening, but blah 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 blah. But no, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, the Doctor steps on a landmine.
They get dropped onto.
Yeah.
They get dropped onto Castarian 3.
Yeah.
Which is just a planet that's war torn. It's a war torn planet, just teared up by this one side who is they are Anglican soldiers that are employed by a fucking corporation. So
if you watch watch Doctor Who, the angel, like the angel planet, they're the same characters, like the same kind of people. There's like a bishop, like chess characters basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I kind of liked how they returned. It was kind of, because it was fun.
And so immediately as he gets out of the TARDIS, he steps on this landmine, and it turns the shtick of all this, right? Is the landmine turns him into the bomb. So it sends him like mumbo jumbo quantum chain reaction or something. Yeah. Not real science. Who cares?
Yeah.
What happens? It turns him into a bomb. But in normal humans, it would just like disintegrate you from standing on it. But if a Time Lord steps on it, you're fucked. Like the chain reaction that it's gonna shoot out will kill every single person on the planet. It's at half the planet, but like I don't think they're all the way over all the planet.
Yeah, it would probably
kill everyone.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to solve this. by like shifting weight. It's like an okay episode. I really enjoyed it. It's very cool. And then the ambulances. So it's all this, and they find out in the very end there is no enemy. They've been fighting nothing, and these Anglican soldiers are kind of, and they're not to. I'm not. This isn't me, but they were kind of made to be like fools.
Yeah.
Like. How you guys are super idiots because you believe in something.
But like,
and
you
like,
sorry.
Like, I get it. No. Like the idea of it makes sense. Like when you have faith, yes, you can look past certain things that might undermine said faith.
Yeah.
But to me,
on them
it
too.
felt. It felt a little too fucking obvious for them to not have clued in, like, maybe they're not real.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole shtick. There is no enemy. It's they put the fucking landmines down so that they can keep killing soldiers so the corporation keeps sending people and making more money, essentially. So it's not only like a warning against anti-religion, which is like, fine, whatever, have your own thing. Like, I'm not pro or against religion. Do what you want. But like, it wasn't nuanced. But that's not what we're looking for in a Doctor Who episode.
No.
Anyways,
love the idea. Love the idea. Doctor standing on landmine. Not
just kind of. They were just kind of stupid. They were a little stupid. Everyone around them were pretty stupid, and that's what pissed me off about the episode.
If I were to like redo anything, I would probably make it like Ruby goes to like the little fort, and then she has interactions with other people, and then you get more of a idea of how like this planet feels about the war. But instead, you have like, I think maximum like 5 people who are like all around, like 5 people, including the Doctor and Ruby, who are just in this episode, right?
Yeah.
Also, guys, pretty sure the person who plays, like the Monday, the woman soldier, she's gonna be a new companion season 2. Pretty cool. Kind of excited to see what happens.
Is she actually?
Yeah.
Is she joining Ruby?
She's joining. Yeah, like they already posted it on like the Doctor Who Instagram. Everything. It's like new companion. I forget the name. But like she's like there.
Muddy.
I don't think
Morty, Muddy, fuck. Hold on. Monday.
Monday?
It's Monday. So what you said the first time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Wait. I'm so sorry. Her name's Ruby Sunday. And then the next person joining is named Monday?
I don't know. Maybe it would be different, but like, let me just, I'll look at the post right now, guys. Give me 1 minute. Keep talking. The idea though is really fun. Like, standing on landmine, Doctor can't do anything, and Doctor wasn't a dick to Ruby, but was kind of just like, Ruby's like, I'm gonna help you. The Doctor's like, no, run. Like, okay. Damn, I can't find it. Guys, I'm pretty sure it's happening. Monday?
Maybe she'll...
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh.
If that is the character.
Dude, they made an official Doctor Who podcast. Like, BBC made a podcast for this show.
Yeah, what are you guys listening to us for?
That's biased. That's so biased, though. Can you imagine they hate on the show?
Yeah,
little bit of a bias.
This new episode is a piece of shit.
Guys, I fucking hate Doctor Who. But you're on the official podcast. No. Damn it.
Yeah, if they invite me on, I'm just shit talking the whole time.
Yeah, guys, I never fucking liked Doctor Who. Never said I liked Doctor Who. Fuck you.
Yeah. Kill yourself. This is awesome. Just get like really awful. Just be the worst person on the
No, literally.
Like, fuck you. Your opinions suck. I'm the only person who gets to talk about this bullshit.
Damn it! Why am I on the? Anyways, good show, good season, guys. I don't really know what else to really say. They were. It was close to being really good. But I'm like, again, like
yeah.
when it comes to like religion, you should show more than one viewpoint. That's just me. Unless it's like a cult and it's very obvious, like this isn't a good religion. But like,
yeah, it was a weird message that it was like faith is good, but also faith is bad.
Yeah.
But also, soldiers are always going to be religious,
which is
true.
No.
Like it, yeah. Well, not every soldier, but I mean, like the way we have fought wars historically.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how many wars we fought in the name of religion.
Right. True.
And that assumes usually that one side is composed of mostly that religion. So thus religious soldiers. And that's what they were also trying to get across is like history repeating itself and blah, blah, blah. It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was
fine. Yeah. Yeah. She is coming back. She was in the show, I think. If I'm wrong, guys, she'll be in the next series. Yeah. If I'm wrong, guys. Also, guys, I just found out the new like Christmas special. I'm pretty sure is someone's a star. That's kind of fucking like a actual star. That's kind of cool. We're not gonna fucking talk about it.
Like a living star
that comes to Earth for Christmas. That's kind of fun.
Fucking get off the Christmas. What the fuck? Why do they keep doing Christmas?
I mean. Okay, guys. So my favorite episode of the series is 75. Like the favorite episode.
73 yards.
73 yards. So good. So good. The episode starts. Doctor steps on so quick too. Doctor steps on a little rope, breaks. He's gone. Ruby's by herself. It's a Dr. Light episode. Love Dr. Light episodes. And we get to see Millie Gibson. That's her name. The actress act really well. Like good. She's a good actress. And very, like, when I found out she was 20, I was like, go off. When she made this, I think she was like 18, 19. Like, again, really good. I love how, like, Welsh people are just bullying her. When she's in the bar. Yeah, the Welsh are like, yeah. They're just bullying her.
Yeah, they have a very dry sense of humor.
Yeah, I would love to go. It also looks beautiful where they, like, drop the TARDIS off. I want to go to Wales.
Cardiff.
I don't want to go to Cardiff, but Wales seems like fun. Also, guys, I forgot to mention this. Ncuti Gatwa grew up in Scotland.
He is Scottish, yeah.
Yeah, no, forever. I love that. He has an accent too. Sometimes it comes out. Yeah, it comes out. I'm like, oh.
Same with Peter Capaldi, isn't he Scottish as well?
Yeah, he's also a Scottish doctor. Like he just kept the accent. In his first episode, again, I'm watching through his series. He's like, I'm Scottish. I can be mean. I'm like, yes. So that was a bad accent, but anyways. But yeah, Ruby's by herself, and there's just a person-shaped being 75 years away.
It's so fucked. Yeah.
And the thing that I love, I said this before somewhere. I think what I love about Doctor Who is that they can take things that are like you wouldn't think are scary, like statues, and make them scary. Like if you blink, that statue's gonna get you. Yeah, there's like right now there's people who are 75 yards away from me, but like that's not scary. But what if they follow you wherever you go? That's scary, you know?
The scariest part is anyone who tries to talk to this person.
Yeah.
Immediately completely like secedes from society. Like they no longer want anything to do with anyone.
Especially Ruby.
Especially Ruby.
Yeah. She does a really good job in this episode. Like this is really her.
It's really good.
And she does good. Like I would be talking shit if she did bad, but she didn't. So really like this is kind of a political episode because there's a politician from Wales and he's like, guys, why don't you just again, I don't know British politics at all. At all. I don't know them at all. I just don't know British politics. Ironically, I'm pretty sure tonight is the British election and it's America's birthday.
Who cares?
I only care when it's about my country.
Yeah, we're Canada, baby. Fuck the empire.
Yeah, we had PM? No, Mayor of Toronto, right? Doug Ford. Love Doug Ford.
Yeah. You love Doug Ford?
Ironically.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Remember
Toronto.
Rob Ford? Sorry.
Is it Rob or Doug?
Doug's the one that's alive and didn't smoke crack.
Rob Ford I meant to talk about. I love Rob Ford. Unironically.
Yeah, Rob Ford's the one who smoked crack, said the N-word, and then died.
Yeah. And he got... Yeah.
No,
then,
that was based.
And then we elected his brother, base as fuck Canada. Base as fuck Ontario. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good fucking...
Yeah.
That's good, what's the word? Like,
thinking.
Risk management?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, his brother smoked crack, said a bunch of racial slurs on camera. Yeah. The dying part doesn't really have anything to do with
crack on camera.
Oh,
that's crazy. Bro,
also,
I remember
crack, bro. Like, crack can't be good.
No. I remember being on TikTok, scrolling, and then the video just showed up like, what the fuck? Just random. Love TikTok sometimes. But sometimes, like, what the fuck? Like...
Yeah, man.
I also saw a meme, someone putting him smoking crack on her $5 bill. I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh, we should do that. 100%.
We should, right?
Yes.
Can
we have a Canada specific Canada, Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
Sorry, Toronto.
We have why can't I remember the guy? He doesn't have a leg. Robert, no, Fox. Terry Fox on one side.
There we go.
And Rob Ford on the other. Rob Ford or Doug Ford? Rob.
Doug Ford's the one that is currently in office.
Okay, so Rob Ford on the other side, smoking crack.
Rob Ford is
either that or like big smile. So a big smile. It just that'd be so funny though.
Yeah, no. It's just him with the fucking with the crack pipe in his hands.
Yeah, we have someone from like the Americas like, do you guys like this guy? And we're like, we love him. It's a big joke, big inside Canadian joke.
Big inside joke. We love crack.
Yeah, we love basically. Okay. I mean,
what's the next step? Sorry, yeah. Well, let's just speed through 73 hours.
Speed through it. Guys, you need to watch this one.
Super cool. Super good. The doctor disappears, and she has to deal with his absence, and she slowly learns and gains confidence through dealing with her own problems as the time goes on. Like, she loses her mind a little bit, but that's totally acceptable. Obviously, you're being tailed by this otherworldly being. Blah, 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 blah. Goes through her entire life. Gets up to this point where she meets Mad Jack. Mad Jack, the worst PM that ever existed. Mm-hmm. He's going to launch nukes. She's been told already by the doctor that Mad Jack was the worst prime minister ever to exist. Started like a nuclear war, blah, blah, blah. So she recognized the name beforehand, blah, 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 blah. And once she realized that, she's like, oh, I can fuck with this guy. Like, I can actively make this good.
Yeah.
Like, I can change the future for the better.
Yeah.
And so she then works her way up and gets right next to him. Essentially, like, she can go wherever he goes, do whatever he does, no matter what. And then right when he's about to get elected, she stops and she's like, not when he was right to be elected. He was about to get the nuclear launch codes. And she was like, oh, okay, this has to stop before that happens. Like, I can't wait any longer. And I also kind of agree with her. Like, he technically hadn't done anything illegal or immoral yet, you know? So, like, she waited till that moment of, like, guilt, you know?
Yeah. And then
finally pulled the trigger. She walks 73 yards, and the girl spawns right next to the guy, right? Yep. Directly next to him. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And she goes, yeah. And he runs away, and he loses his mind. She saves the world, blah, 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 blah. And she's super confident, but the doctor doesn't come back. She lives out the rest of her life with this
lady 73 yards away, but they're now kind of like friends almost.
Yeah, they're just like
they're like
chilling.
homies.
Yeah. Like again,
also,
if something bad happens,
it truly wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
No,
in my opinion,
it'd be annoying, but it'd be like you get used to it. I'm sure.
Oh, you get so used to it pretty fast. Like within 3 months, I'd be like,
yeah,
there's a person 73 yards away from me at all times. I can never get murdered.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And like
I always have a witness. I have a dog.
She went on a date, and it's like, I feel like, again, I just have, I don't know, I feel like we kind of like, I just have this person who follows me 73 yards. I don't know why.
You literally all you have to do is be like, don't talk to them. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the one rule, is if you talk to them, you'll lose your mind and get scared.
Yeah.
And if they don't believe you and do it, you're fucked. Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, it'd be fine. Her mom stopped talking to her, and I was kind of like, that's sad. Her mom fucking said, "You're not my daughter, are you?" I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, no, straight up. But then, so at the end of the episode,
it kind of get a scary scene too.
That was freaky. That was freaky deaky.
Yeah.
But
we're so that's freaky deaky. Yeah.
It turns out she's the lady that was haunting herself.
Yeah.
So her old version of herself went back in time to try and help her old self to come out of the fairy circle, and it didn't work the first time, and thus she is now a stuck trying to help her along the path as she goes. It doesn't work. But then I think once you hit that cycle the second time, she finally figures out you can't step in the fairy circle at the beginning of the episode, and they don't, and nothing bad happens, and then she disappears. Yeah, like that never happened. Yeah. So time-wise, no idea what the fuck happened.
No, but it's a good idea.
It's a cool idea. It's very much, if you've ever seen Haunting of the Hill House, she's the bent neck lady.
Oh,
essentially.
Okay. I don't watch scary movies.
It's a show, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Okay. The Hill Manor, I think, is another one. It's okay. It's not as good. But Haunting of the Hill House, terrifying. But like I can't spoil it for people because it's so good. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
But if you have seen the show and I say bent neck lady, it'll make sense.
And like, if you guys, I feel like you could watch this episode and be invested. Like, I don't know.
It's its own contained story.
Yeah. You can show this to someone like, this is Doctor Who. This is something I enjoy. It's like the Weeping Angels, but like a little different and not as scary.
The Weeping Angels, I'm not even kidding you. When I watched the Matt Smith Weeping Angels episode when I was a kid, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. I watched it recently. I did not want to watch it for a long time. I watched Blink. Oh, good episode.
Oh, Blink wasn't that scary.
Okay.
No, the Matt Smith one was fucking horrifying. Versus Blink was like, don't blink, don't look at it, and then they didn't look at it, and then they did, and then it was like, okay. The Matt Smith one was like, hey, we're trapped in this cavern full of weeping angels, and our lights aren't working anymore, and it now replaces the voices, and it will speak to you to try and lure you away from the rest of your group. Like, holy shit, that's horrifying. The Blink Weeping Angels were, I don't know, it was like, we're talking in a DVD, now we're outside, and
wibbly wobbly timey-wimey, skibbity-doo. Sorry. Guys, that's how you know I'm a fan. Don't fucking call me a fake fan because I did that.
Okay, next episode, Dot and
Bubble.
I like this episode.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah.
I think it was pretty cool. I actually quite liked the twist at the end. I thought it was quite funny because it kind of made sense if you like after watching the whole episode, you're like, oh yeah. It's
definitely like a 2-watch. Like, you need to watch this one. Like, you get more of it the second time you watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Because like even at the start, I thought it was very odd how like Lindsay Pepperbeam was like, I'm blocking the doctor. I'm like, okay. And then she talks to Ruby with no issue at all.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't notice? You didn't notice
remember that. And now I notice that now. Yeah. After you told me, but
yeah, to be fair though, I saw a TikTok someone saying that. I was like, no way. And I rewatched like, holy shit. Like that makes total sense now.
It was very the thing is, guys, doctor's trying to save these people. He can't get to them for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know what the fucking reason was.
Yeah. Oh, there's like the walls are too thick or something, like really strong.
Yeah, but then like he's underneath in the thing, and like, well, then he could have just gone up the conduit.
Force fields or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but he was already in there. Like he was underneath in the river.
Yeah.
And those elevators that go up and down. Yeah. He could have just gone up.
Yeah.
You know?
They played the song Incy. I'm going to tell you something. You know the song Incy Bissy Teeny Weeny? They played that song?
Eeny Beeny Teeny Weeny.
I used to, you know, like when people do like ultraviolet lights, like, and people dance in front of music.
Yeah, they still do that, but yeah.
Yeah, I did that. And we did that song, and they always do it like the guys are the person wearing the Incy Bissy Teeny Weeny, and I did that, and I shook my little torso with a bra. Sorry, guys. I have an interest. I do interesting things sometimes. That was a drum. Good episode though. Good episode, guys. I'm sorry. No, I'm like really tired. I don't know why. Really good episode though. These people are very. Best way to word is like posh.
Super posh British white. Have you ever? If you've ever seen, British tourists in Ibiza, every single one of these fuckers.
Yeah, I see like people who are on like TikTok and they're like, "I'm in Canada." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, stop!" Like, you guys, you don't do it like this. I'm like, okay. I saw a video of someone saying, "Sick kid" as a British person, posh accents. Like 6 kids is a weird name. Like 6 Kid Hospital is a weird name. I'm like, okay, buddy. Like, I'm not gonna make fun of your hospital, St. King James the Ninth Hospital. Like, very posh and very like, not aware of their surroundings, and that's like they're literally not aware of their surroundings.
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole shtick of this episode. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not like the most. I don't know. I think it was the most one of the more solid Doctor Who episodes. Like it felt very Doctor Who. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was good. It was good. It was serviceable. There was good CG. There was some cool twists. I actually kind of really liked the main girl.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
me too.
Not like as a person. Like I hated her.
But like as a character, I was like,
as a character, very much enjoyed her.
Let's not spoil.
I'm not going to spoil because there is a twist surrounding her character,
and it's good.
Phenomenal.
When I saw it, I was like, take it back.
Yeah, I think I will just move straight into the next episode. Yeah, there's not much to.
No, yeah, and again, watch this episode and 73 yards. Good episodes. We probably spoiled 73 yards more, but like, hey, whatever. We're passionate about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 6, The Rogue. The Doctor is
really like this episode.
Me too.
I didn't. It was a bit. I think this episode was super fun. Like just all around super Doctor Who. Like super Doctor Who. Like super fun. And I liked actually. Mm-hmm. He is now a male romantic interest.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Ncuti Gatwa played like what was it? Well,
he was in
Sex Ed, and he played the gay best friend. Like very and like I think he's gay in real life as well.
He's queer.
Queer in real life. Yes. Sorry. So it's just like,
and no,
it's not. There's nothing. I'm trying to find the words to use. Like I'm trying to. It's cool.
When it comes to the doctor, when the doctor, it's like, I feel like a doctor doesn't like, he just sees a person he likes and he's like, I'll like you.
Exactly. You know? Okay. Yeah. That's the whole point to for me.
He's not, guys, he's not gay. Like, I don't, like, he is, but like, he's not like.
In this version he's definitely gay. He's definitely gay.
Yeah, but like
because the way they played him, I mean Shooty,
Russell T. Davis. Also, Russell T. Davis is also a gay director, screenwriter.
Oh, was Russell T. Davis gay as well?
Oh, you didn't know that? Again, I listened to a lot of Doctor Who. Like
good.
So
I
know that.
Write this episode.
No, it was written by two female writers.
Kate Herron and Bryony Redmond. Yeah, or
which
Bryony.
is honestly great. That's so good though. Like,
very good.
I'm tired of Russell T. Davis and Stephen Moffat writing Doctor Who. Let's get more people.
See, that's my thing. Is that like, I also agree with that, but at the same time, they made it for what it is. Yeah. Like they have been there from day one. Well, maybe not day one.
Like Russell definitely has. Yeah, he's been here since 2005, almost 20 years ago. Oh.
Yeah. No, I meant like 1963 is what I meant.
Oh, yeah. It's like when it comes to the revival, it's very much him and Moffat.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I do. Back to the episode. Let's just get back. Loved it. I didn't quite like. The only issue I really had with this show was him getting his name from Dungeons and Dragons. Doesn't really make sense.
And then
because it's not only like a team game like Dungeons and Dragons, and he has no friends. Like that's one of the key points. So it makes kind of very little sense that he would be like that played D&D, right? Like he has no friends to play D&D with. And then second is that the aliens also called it cosplaying.
And
I that actually irked me way more than I thought it would. Because I was like, why the fuck would they be calling it cosplay?
They wouldn't. It'd be another word. The Doctor and Ruby calling it that because that's the closest thing.
That's how
they
rationalize it. That's how they're like, this is how they think. But then they said, oh, I need to cosplay. I'm like, shut the fuck. What?
No, and like, as someone who also I did cosplay once as the Doctor.
Oh no, cosplaying's cool.
Cool. I just don't get like.
I don't like the aliens using that word because it makes. Too little sense. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick.
Go.
Entertain the audience.
Okay, guys. I'm just gonna say it. When I did my little Doctor Who performance when I was 17, I did pretty good. Okay. There's another classmate who's like, you can't fucking do that, and then she did something based off the X-Men. And I was like, okay, fucker. Don't tell me what not to do. I also had a scarf on. Guys, I was going for I'm a fan, okay? I was going for the 8th Doctor. I wrote this monologue myself. I performed my monologue, and I'm like, so long. I did the Jesus pose. If little lights could have came out of fingers, they would have. But yeah, that's my little rant. And I think I did pretty good. She videotaped it, but then she's like, I'm just showing it to other teachers. I'm like, okay. I got a low mark on it. I got like an 80. And then my one friend's like, the person who's like mean to me, I think he got like a 69. Not a 69, a 79. I was like, get fucked. Because I was passionate about this, you know? I was passionate about my... Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
But yeah, again, when it comes to this episode, I was kind of like, I like the idea of it. How would you do in England in 1813?
Oh, probably very poorly. The only thing I liked how they acknowledged that if they did something and then said like they did something gay, right? Yeah. They'd be like, that's scandalous, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, at least they acknowledged it, right?
Yeah.
Because like that's my biggest thing is like you can't have a time traveling doctor, right?
Yeah.
And then make him black and then not have the issues that come with it.
Yeah.
A black and like queer or queer coded, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And again, like you're in 1813 and there's like no one saying anything. I don't know. Again, when it comes to Russell, I don't feel like he's comfortable talking about like race, which is totally understandable.
Yeah. And like
because
you can hand wave it a little bit, like maybe he has like a psychic pheromone or something that makes people like him or whatever. Like weird shit like that. But I did like that they didn't tiptoe around it. They were like, yeah, if we act gay in 1813, people are not going to like it.
Yeah.
And this was an issue. This was like a big thing. Mm-hmm. And absolutely. No, they didn't really dance around it.
They also they said the word Bridgerton a lot, which is a show on Netflix. And I'm like, okay, Russ, like your show's on Disney Plus, like probably a rival. It was kind of weird how it just kept talking about it. Cause I'm like, I'm interested. And we are probably going to talk about Bridgerton season 3 in the future. Mm-hmm. We're having a guest on, so get ready. But yeah, I don't know. I like the idea. Like again, it's very clear at this point that like the Doctor and Ruby are best friends. Like,
oh yes.
They say it, but I feel like they kind of earned to say it at this point. Like it's shown that they really had to care each other.
Yeah, especially when, what was it? Like Rogue asked
the doctor about
like, can you sacrifice your best friend for the betterment of like humanity, or will you? And he's like, no, I can't sacrifice my friend, like she's too important to me. And he's like, gotcha. So and then he does the thing,
and again, like it makes sense that he would. I mean, it sucks for him.
Oh, no! Like the whole moment was super fucking awesome and powerful and whatever. Yeah. The only thing I think it would have been better as a 2-parter.
Yeah, they didn't. They can't really. Yeah, it would have worked better.
Because not only that, but also the relationship would have been built up a little more. Yeah, because that was my thing. Is like shows up, they get like all funky doody dandy, like right away. And that's like not how the Doctor usually operates. Not either or if he's like queer or not. Like that's just not usually how his personality operates. He's harder. Yeah. He's less trusting. He's less everything.
Yeah.
So it just felt a little weird to have this guy show up and then like they were cool. Like I actually quite liked them together. Like the only issue was that it was fast, not that it was a bad matchup.
And like it is kind of. I'm not saying it's kind of not really out of character, kind of a character. The Doctor's immediately like, you're cute, you know?
100%. He never does that.
And like, I don't know.
Usually when people show him like attraction, he's like, no thanks.
There's like, I did it for a little bit of a time. Think the Doctor might be like asexual, but like.
No,
I don't know at this point.
He's not. I mean, like he had really. Kids and a family.
Yeah.
And we also now know that he does fuck, especially in series 14. He talks about the hot, sweaty summer with Harry Houdini, and that is literally can only be interpreted in one way.
Yeah.
Especially when he says it with like a shit-eating grin on his mouth. He's like, I spent a hot, sweaty summer with Houdini. That's a terrible accent. It's
Scottish too. It's hard. It's really like rolling. You gotta really roll the R's.
Yeah, no, I can't do that shit.
And again, we're at this point, it's like, I don't know, like if you don't like the show if you think the show's bad because the Doctor is a person of color and queer, give the show a chance. Like, even if you don't, like, try to give the show a chance if you're just not...
Yeah, if you don't like it because of those two things...
That says something about you. I'm sorry.
That's more about you. If you don't like it because it somehow ruined your perception of this character, that's still not a great reason. I'm going to be honest. I was going to give you some leeway there, guys. It's not a great reason. Watch the fucking show. Form your own opinions.
No, literally.
Good Lord. Yeah. That is my least favorite fucking thing in the world. No. And people are always like, don't judge a book by a cover. You can. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give you the right. Jesus. You have the right to judge things at appearance, but don't go spouting things
Yeah,
as they are fact.
Yeah, I had
without having experienced them for your for yourself first.
I had a friend. I was editing. Listen, I make little edits on TikTok. Guys, follow my TikTok. I was making a little Doctor Who edit because the season finale was the next day, and my friend walked up to me. He's like, "I heard that show was bad," and I turned around to him and I was like, "I really enjoyed it. I would recommend watching it." And then he just shut up and stopped talking. He walked away.
Yeah. I told my sister, who's not a big fan of like weird sci-fi, and let's be honest, it is a weird sci-fi. Yeah, I think Doctor Who actually might be the weirdest sci-fi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said, and it's also more manageable. It's more, it's obviously more modern, right? But it's also more, not just in like whatever you want. Like it's not like modern in the sense of like, oh yeah, they're liberals and they're making everyone gay and whatever. Like it's modern in the sense of like their sensibilities and the way they act and the way the shit they put up with, the shit they interact with each other. Like that was always my thing, is that a couple of times it felt the doctors were a bit too antiquated. You know, like they may have been, I don't know. They had especially Peter Capaldi.
Okay, yeah.
He had that sense about him that like that is old professor.
Yeah.
David Tennant had less so.
Less so,
10,
and then
10 and 14 were both very like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Very
11,
young. Very. Yeah.
11, very, very, very academic. Like, yes. 9 was.
9 was just like, I don't know. I love 9.
I think 9 was probably the closest one to this.
Yeah. I wish we had more season 9s. I don't know exactly what happened, but I love 9 so much. That's my little rant about 9. But yeah. Again, I wouldn't like give the show a chance.
Yeah.
Give it a chance. New series, you can go for
easily, my opinion, the best episodes are 73 Yards, Rogue, and Rogue only because it's just the best like Doctor Who episode of the bunch.
Yeah.
I love the episode that we haven't covered yet, number 7. I'm not a big fan of the finale, but I love number 7.
No,
I know I texted you that I like the finale. I got them mixed up. Because I watched them back to back and thought they were one episode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, because we're talking about the finale, because I also don't like the finale. Sorry, guys, but
I don't mind the finale.
Mind it?
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think we can talk about both of these
kind of like
at the same time
in a way. Yeah. So the Doctor and Ruby enters unit headquarters. I wrote in my notes they entered like the Doctor Who spinoff show. Because
it was Torchwood.
Yeah, Torchwood, but I think it's gonna be unit now. Like they're gonna call it unit or something.
Because Torchwood was the old Torchwood Institute. Yeah. Right? So now this is the new one, unit.
Something like that. Unit's been around since like old Who. Like there's one doctor who spent a lot of time with unit. He was like, I'm pretty sure he was like a part of unit at one point.
I think it was number 8.
Number 8, yeah. Something like that.
I think it was the last one in the 90s before.
Not the 90s. Like 80s or not 80s?
Wait, didn't there like
I think they canceled
it.
No, they canceled it in the 80s, I think.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and then there's like a 25-year gap. Damn. But yeah, we meet all these characters. We get a rundown. We meet Rose.
1996.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, 70s. Shit.
Oh, he had one episode.
In the 80s. Yeah, okay.
He had one episode. The 8th Doctor had one episode.
Oh, yeah, he had a movie, right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, we could do that in the future, guys, if you want. But yeah, we get to see all these characters. we meet Rose Noble, Donna Noble's daughter. Um, and that's just where I get really confused with names like Ruby and Rose. That's
Yeah, they're all
lot.
they all have R names and they're named after
R.
red and
Yeah. Even the doctor's like, oh, look at that, 2 shades of red. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
I love this doctor. He's so fun. He's like
He's very fun.
energetic. But like I'll talk about like 13 now. Energetic, but different. Like he's his own person. And I feel like 13 wasn't really given the opportunity or written well enough to be her own character.
No, she was very.
It was like 10,
she was serious.
Yeah.
I think she was too. How there's like people call it like there's the Doctor and then there's like Time Lord Victorious.
Mm-hmm.
Like the version of the Doctor that fought in the Time War.
Yeah.
That has zero mercy. That is like, it felt like she was stuck in that the entire season.
Yeah.
There was no like whimsy, and there was no. I mean, there was, but it wasn't. It would be like good.
And she talked a lot, which is fine, but like she did talk a lot. And I don't know. I feel like they're really trying to make like, I don't know what they're trying to do with her. I feel bad. I feel so bad for
She's a great actress.
What's her name? I can't think of it.
It's all right.
I feel so bad for.
It's fine.
Yeah, but man, especially like people hating on her.
Oh, because that's just stupid. People who hate on the actor for what the character does or how the character's written, or just hating on actors in general. If they do a bad job and you don't like it, comment it once.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then don't harass people. Don't spam people. Don't do anything like that. If you need to make a mean comment, rethink it and probably make it more constructive. And once it's well thought out, well put together, you can post it. Sure. Yeah. If it's a well-made thought that is constructive towards the creation of art. And then you can say, even if it's full with like vulgar language and weird shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't care. As long as there's like an intention of growth behind what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Make a little, like the point of the story, and then your 3 points underneath. Write that out, then make your little essay.
Yeah, even if it's one paragraph.
Yeah. I also just feel bad for her because she like deleted all her social media and everything. She's just offline. Similar to like Daisy Ridley, who played Ray. I saw an article saying she had like stomach, like she got holes in her stomach from stress. I'm like, that fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
We are gonna watch a movie with Daisy Ridley probably soon, so prepare yourself. Yeah. I follow her on Instagram. She posts about this story a lot and it seems interesting. This movie a lot and it seems interesting. But yeah. Again, we meet this new cast of people and they're like, oh, by the way, guys, throughout this whole series, there's been a recurring person. We just didn't talk about her because, like, kind of cool, though. Just same person showing up every episode. Pretty cool. Name, like, Susan something. Right?
Susan, yes. Susan Triad.
Triad, yeah. And, oh, I got water on my notes. And the doctor's like, literally, like, my legs a little soaked. It's so hot out. The doctor's like, the doctor's like, Susan's my granddaughter's name. And there's a really small part of me who really hoped, we're gonna spoil the end. I was really hoping Susan would come back, but like, I guess not.
I was also a bit, I didn't quite like the build-up for both these episodes, like the payoff.
Yeah.
Like it was, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's like the show felt like it was trying to call back to the very, very beginnings of Doctor Who in like the 60s and 70s. Like they're bringing back like the Pantheon of Maestro and all that stuff like they had in the Toymaker. All those come back from like the original series.
Even
right?
like older companions too, which I love, and I wish they would use more. Like Mel, she was great. Yeah, they're bringing back older things, and it's just kind of like, again, there's like throughout the show, there's been two things that's been happening. Whenever someone brought up Ruby's mom, it would start snowing and Christmas and da 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 would start playing, and then this lady would keep showing up. I thought like it might be Ruby's mom. It would make sense if it was, because like why would it just?
Yeah, I thought it was also
like
going to be like, yeah, like some kind of. I thought it was going to be like herself again, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
Like a classic, you know, time traveler paradox of like how I gave birth to myself or like some weird shit like that.
Yeah.
Or he, like she's part Time Lord or something like that.
Oh, question.
I thought that would have been cool. I think that might have been a little stupid, honestly, but that's still like
something. If
like her being part Time Lord would kind of make sense.
Kind of make sense, yeah.
He was so attracted to her in the first place.
Yeah. As a friend.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there's only one reason.
Yeah.
He usually goes after companions.
Yeah, like.
It's because he's attracted to them. That's kind of.
Would you think? Okay, yeah. If the doctor saw me and you standing beside each other, would you think he'll let us in? We're like,
literally no.
Little ship?
Wait.
Look at us?
Shooty Gatwas or
Shooty? Let's say Shooty. Yeah.
Ooh.
He looks at both of us.
See, we have a chance with this doctor. But any other doctor, fuck no. We'd get
David Tennant would look at us, look us up and down, like, oh.
Okay, I hope David Tennant, when he played 14, and 14 is technically not dead yet.
Yeah.
When he played 14, so you know how he played Good Omens? Did you watch that show?
Yes.
Yeah. I love that show. Very, 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 very good. But Crowley, he's a bit Andrew Zierfeld. There's the sexual tension going on there, right? Like, but what my point was, I wanted to see that from him with like the 14th Doctor. I thought it would have been pretty funny to see a bit more like pansexuality with these almost omnipotent beings, right?
Yeah.
They go through time. I mean, like you're a couple thousand years old.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Get bored of women.
Yeah.
Just women, I mean. You know what I mean?
Again, I feel like the Doctor is attracted to people that interest him, either in like a friendship way or like you know, a sexual way. But like, you think he'll look at me and you'll be like, "You guys want to?" He would not. He would.
No, dude. I tried to smoke a joint with. Do you think Shooty Gatwa's? Am I pronouncing his name right? Because I know it's Shooty is the first name.
If we're pronouncing it wrong, sorry guys.
Yeah,
we're trying our best.
You guys can throw bricks through Connor's window if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's all good.
Please don't.
No, I just want to smoke a joint. Do you think his doctor would smoke a joint with me?
Yeah, he'll come to Toronto.
Yeah,
he'll come to Toronto. Walk up the door. Me and you. We let her. We just sit.
True.
We pull out our little lawn chairs. We sit. TARDIS door open, and we just chill.
I give him a jean jacket, a fucking Molson Canadian, and then pass him the joint.
Yeah,
and
Canadian tuxedo.
Then we'd watch Hockey Night in Canada.
Yeah. We got Timbits open.
Oh shit. No, that's next morning.
Oh yeah.
After we've gotten shit faced.
Yes.
Pissed drunk, and we wake up the next morning. Then we go get Tim's coffee.
Sausage farmer's wrap. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Timbits, and then we share those.
Oh, it's sausage farmer's wrap after being hungover. Slaps so hard. It's so good. I don't know what they put in it.
It's like crack cocaine. Shout out Rob Ford.
Yeah. Yeah. Next person, the $5 bill, please. I feel like we could go on like one adventure.
Like a $7 bill, like something weird.
We can go on one adventure with the Doctor. I feel like.
I think we go on one adventure, have a really good time, and then we get on the next one and almost die, and then be like, we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that. No, thanks.
Would you be better going up by yourself, or do you want me to go with you?
I think if I don't get a weapon, it's a numbers game.
Okay, so you'll be able to outrun me easily.
Oh my God! No, I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the things I was thinking about.
No, because like I literally like shooting Doctor 6 foot. You're like 6'4". Yeah, you're 6'4". I'm 5'8", and my legs are short. Like my upper, it's more up. You know, like
you got a long torso.
Up. Yeah, my legs are fucking short. Like
I have a long torso as well, but I'm also like 6'7", so it evens out.
And your legs, I think like your legs are up to my almost my nipple.
What?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I got nipple hips.
When I talk to you, if like I'm standing up straight, I'm looking at your chest. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird seeing you. I forget how tall you are sometimes. Anyways.
I forget how tall I am too.
We would probably live for one adventure, and then the doctor would be like, you guys, they're 420.
I'd go through and then insist on getting a gun. I'd be like, get me something that I can kill these fucking things with, because my God.
Dalek?
Like,
I'm dead.
Oh, dude, if I saw a fucking Dalek and it goes, exterminate, I'm running.
I'm standing behind the doctor.
I'm gone. Yeah. Like, will run away.
Yeah.
I do not care.
Yeah.
These things can't die, adapt to anything, and have lived millennia. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, again, I don't think we'll make it that long. Like, make it one episode for sure. But I think a lot of people can say that. But
we're like
a Christmas. We're doing the 420 special.
Oh my God, yes.
We do the 420 special.
And then we get visited by like the Hat Man.
Yeah.
You know when people do a bunch of Benadryl and they see the Hat Man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It would come to life.
And
then we'd have to fight it.
Everyone else is screaming. The doctor's like, what's wrong with you two? And we're just like, what?
We're stoned out of our fucking minds.
My eyes are bright red. I'm like, hi.
Yeah, we're like absolutely cooked out of our minds.
Yeah, we're just eating Doritos, and it's just like, the doctor's like, oh, I see. He puts us in the TARDIS, and we're no help. I'm falling asleep in this giant spaceship. There's an episode of Doctor Who where it's like, Jackie Tyler, it's like, she's found in the TARDIS. The doctor, you leave, everyone's gone. The doctor has a new companion. I'm just like, oh? After being unstoned. Yeah. That's how I joined the TARDIS team.
Yeah, I joined the TARDIS team. I'd get pissed drunk, fall asleep in the TARDIS in some back room.
Yeah.
And they go somewhere, and I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. I'd love to hit the line of, where are we? No. When are we?
Yeah.
I would do that every time without fail. I'm such a little nerd. Yeah. I'd hit that line every time. He'd probably get rid of me.
Yeah. I feel like he would get rid of us so quickly. Who would last longer, me or you? Like, who do you think the doctor would like more, me or you? Probably me. No. My ego says me. I'm just quiet, and I ask a lot of I'll be like, doctor.
I think we both last the same amount of time.
Yeah, I don't think there's I
don't think there's a clear... I think we both have things that he'd like a lot and things he'd dislike a lot.
Yeah.
And I think mine would be that, you know how he has human companions to be like a moral compass for him, essentially? I would totally advocate for murdering like everything that gets in our way.
And then I'll be like, how about we not? If you're like, shut the fuck up.
No, I'd be like, they fucked with us.
Yeah.
Kill those bitches. Kill those super low goblin fucks, murder them. Now. Use your Time Lord powers, murder them.
It's like the doctor. Them. It's like the doctor's like debating not killing the goblins. Like, doctor, they literally kidnapped a baby.
Literally straight up.
Yeah.
I would murder them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, murder's not the greatest word to use, but it's also...
But, yeah. I would probably... I don't know, man. I'll be very interested if someone made...
Like animals. Are they technically animals?
What do you mean? Well, technically, they're humanoid. So... Then...
And they can speak English.
So like technically, I don't know.
Whatever.
What are we talking about again? Oh yeah, the Doctor, the last episode. Basically, Ruby Sunday. We get a VXX from 2004. Unit has like, it's on a time machine, but it's like a room that has like.
It's called a time window, so they can see into the past in like a 3D image.
Yeah.
They can't move while they're in it because then it would actually interfere with the past. But it's kind of weird because they're like, okay, it's not actually the past, but if we're in it and we move and we interact with things, it could fuck up the past. So what is it? Is it the past or not the past?
Yeah, didn't really go into detail.
It's also Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who.
Yeah, I kind of like their unit team.
Yes.
I don't know if I watch a show about it. I wouldn't talk about it on our podcast, but I would watch a show.
Oh, I'd talk about it on the podcast.
Okay, if you got.
I mean, if there was a show,
there's probably gonna be a show.
I want it to be. I want the 13-year-old kid who's a super genius.
Yeah.
That's the best character in the whole fucking show.
Yeah, he's so fun. And also, I like
95%.
Yeah,
trap.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, speak your truth, King.
Yeah, no, I loved him. I also liked Mel. As Mel was like, I think the Doctor wore like colorful clothing. That was her Doctor, and she's a redhead. And she's a redhead.
But then
she's fun.
And then the final episode, she goes a little wacko crazy.
Yeah. The final episode, basically, we find out there's a giant. I can't say the word because it's so.
Yeah. They find, so essentially, the whole premise is that in like 1960s, like the OG series, right? The OG Doctor Who series. The first Doctor, the second Doctor, one of those two.
No, it's the one with the scarf. Eighth? No, big scarf guy.
No, it's not eighth. The first one of the first three had the scarf. I know that.
Doctor with the scarf. Oh fuck! I don't know which one it is. Fourth? Perfect. Okay, there you go.
He kills. This is where they're throwing around like the original ideas of the toy maker, the trickster, Mara, all these gods that aren't really gods. They're very confusing and they're never good people, right?
Yeah.
The whole point is that they're not good people. And then there was like Satan in that one episode in the 10th season.
Episode.
That was a great episode.
I loved it.
Didn't bring him back up in this one.
No. Yeah.
Even though he's technically like
a part of it, right?
Literally Satan.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gods, you'd probably mention the devil, right?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
So in the fourth season, so like that's like the 70s. With the fourth Doctor, he murders someone called Sutek. Sutek is the god of death and decay. So in the like 70s, 80s, you can imagine how cheesy this would look and sound.
Yeah. It's pretty fun, guys. I saw a TikTok clip.
Yeah. And now he comes back because, in true Doctor Who fashion, he's been there the whole time.
It's so funny.
He's just living in the fucking TARDIS.
Yeah.
So every time the Doctor travels to a planet, he kills it.
Yeah.
Because the Sutek, like at the moment he gets there, Sutek's like, "Oh, I'll let you have your fun," but the moment they leave, he's like, "Death."
Yeah.
And Sutek comes in and he's like, "Yo, I'm the god of death, decay, ash, and decay and death and ash." I don't know if I got that through your head.
I mean, like, no,
it was. It's not when you have the enemy. See, to me, death should never be. Oh, I find death more compelling, less as a villain, and more as like a calming natural force, like in like Sandman. Death is like the lady who's very nice and kind and warm, and like because death accepts everyone. Like that's the whole point of it.
Yeah,
everything dies.
Yep,
and
because it doesn't.
I'm not a big fan of like the all-consuming darkness because it's like, well, like that's easy to conceptualize. You know, like something that it's basically if everything is, this isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is the not to our is. But it, I don't know. It feels a bit hollow.
No,
like
it makes sense.
Like there's an obvious enemy there.
Yeah, because the idea, again, I also kind of like how like death doesn't need to be like why is death a bad thing?
Exactly.
Like, everything dies, and that's okay. And like I feel like, especially like showing this to like a kid's show, like they might be scared of dying. You know, like death is okay, and it happens.
They've been through that, and I think that is like a key theme throughout pretty much all of Doctor Who.
Like in this series,
can die. Not only in this series, but I remember one in 10th Doctor where he's like, death is what makes life worth living.
Yeah.
Because like, if we couldn't die, everything we do had no meaning. And then in 11, there's the Van Gogh episode, which makes me cry.
Oh my gosh, stop. Oh, yeah.
But that's the whole thing, is like, even though you're dead, your legacy stands. Yeah. Like, you live on through your art. Like, through your thing.
Yeah, guys.
I'm not going to save you, because, like, he knows, like, this guy's going to die. He's going to... Van Gogh killed himself, didn't he?
Yep. Sorry,
yeah. He knows Van Gogh's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, he knows it's going to happen, but he's like, I can't interrupt this. Yeah. Like, you will live on.
Yeah.
And so it's like a big theme throughout this thing. So it did feel a bit weird for death, the thing that he's been kind of a supporter of.
Yeah.
You know? Like, things come to an end. Although I love life, things come to an end. And then I do get that he's just kind of like wanton destruction of like, I just want to kill everything because everything sucks.
But like, he is the god of death. Like, they clarified that pretty clear.
But like, and I guess if all the gods are like twisted versions of what you think they are, I guess the god of death would be the god of, I want everything dead.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Again, if they could, maybe they could have done something interesting. It's like, I don't know. They could do something. It's like, the Sandman, I think just like a story about.
It could have been
something. I don't know. They could have done something better.
You know, it would have been really cool. Well, not really cool, but this is literally just me spitballing.
Yep.
If they made it like the god of life, but the only reason, but he has to kill a bunch of people because it's a natural part of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's the paradigm he's going in with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this god is like kind of Thanos-esque.
Yeah.
Where like he has to kill these people so that new life can come in. But like the Doctor's like, well, they'll die eventually.
Yeah, but they could have done something.
They could have done something a little bit more,
or like
nuanced, like a bit more playing, especially for the finale. Like I'm okay with you not doing anything special for the middle episodes.
Yeah.
This is any show. The last 2 episodes of a show should be very important, and the very first one. That's about it.
And especially it's just like, I don't know, you could have done something different. Like, I don't know, death and life, I feel like they shouldn't have things, not that they shouldn't have things that represent them, but like those things should just be morally like not coded as good or bad.
I think I know what you mean. Like they're life, just facts.
Yeah, like it's just like life happens, death happens. And you can make
they are facts. You can't.
Yeah.
They're not some weird cosmic entity. They are facts just how it is. About reality.
If they could have done something, it's just like this being, instead of being the god of death, it could be the god of, I don't know, like disasters or something. And it like wants tyranny, the ultimate
disease,
or just like plain just evil or something. It's just like death is just high.
I think like
No, sorry, continue. Death is such a high.
This is just as a high concept. It's like you shouldn't have someone who has an enjoyment or a dislike of killing things. So it should just be like, I'm just the being that does this.
Especially when they're the big bad, because it's like
they could be like,
do anything at all ever if your whole shtick is just murdering things.
Yeah.
Like you have to have a little bit more.
Because again, you're just making
I am death.
Yeah, you're just making death the bad guy. It's like, okay, great, but that's it. You could make, I don't know, they could have done something. I guess speaking of doing something, we find out that Ruby is mom. Oh, also they make they go into a memory TARDIS, which I thought was kind of cool. And I like this TARDIS more.
Kind of cool, but it was also what the fuck?
It's very cluttered,
that was
and
cool,
not as big. Not as
it
big.
was it was almost like the viewer's perception of the TARDIS.
Yeah. I feel
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel like this
it's
TARDIS,
all these things from all these different doctors.
Yeah. This TARDIS is, you walk in, it's bigger on the inside, but not as big.
The very Okay, get your thought out quick.
This episode's called The Empire of Death. Last episode of the series. They go into memory TARDIS. The Dr. Mel and Ruby escape.
Yeah.
They travel around.
Sutek turns people into these weird mummy things.
Yeah, just dust.
He turns them into dust, but they also turn them into those weird mummy people. Remember?
Yeah.
Mel turns into one.
Yeah.
Susan turns into one.
Yeah.
I think the Harbinger turns into one.
We forgot to mention this about Susan. Basically, Susan as a person is just everywhere, similar to the God of Death. Everywhere that the Doctor, starting at a certain point, I don't know. Everywhere the Doctor goes, there's just a copy of her.
Yeah, I don't know what that is about. I think they explained it in the episode, but
really confusing. I don't know.
It also just doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking about you.
Yeah.
To you guys, straight up does not matter. This person that they have teased the whole fucking time has one cool line, and then literally no matter. Does not matter.
Yeah. And then similar to same thing about Ruby. It's she finds her mom, and it's just a lady. I saw a TikTok saying it's a white woman, and I laughed because it's literally it's just irritating. But the Doctor's he has power.
She's also the center of the universe.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, and the Doctor's the reason this is because we don't know, we gave her power. I'm no, that doesn't make sense.
It makes literally no sense.
Things
match up because if that was happening, I'd brainwash every single fucking person and turn myself, get rid of the Doctor from their minds.
Yeah.
I never existed.
Yeah. No, literally, I don't know who you are, but I have a memory of you, and because of that, you're a powerful person. Every time I think of you, there's a smell that shows up.
Literally, no,
fuck?
Yeah. And it was so dumb. It was really dumb.
Yeah.
And why the fuck? Also, when how they're going through the old time window and shit.
Yeah.
And she turns around and points. And she has the whole cloak on.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would a 15-year-old go out with a cloak on?
Yeah.
A full-on medieval cloak. Then turn around to no one, right? Literally no one's in the courtyard. I don't understand what the fuck they were talking about. That's how she named you. She pointed at the road sign. There was no one else there. Who the fuck would have seen that?
Yeah. No one.
And so exactly. So then I'm oh my god, her mother has to be some extra dimensional being or something dope, and like a Star-Lord situation where she's maybe she can do some cool things or something another.
No.
White woman.
Yeah, white woman,
35 white woman, kind of just
basic,
normal.
Yeah, and
that's kind of the whole shtick.
Yeah, and I see what he was like. I see what Russell was doing. They literally say it. It's like you give power to people. And it's like, but like,
And not only that, but they also go like, oh, it also how wonderful that the center of the universe was something so mundane and ordinary. I'm like
oh my gosh.
Okay.
Like I'll use Donna Noble as an example. Like the reason Donna Noble is so like Donna was able to become a powerful person because she travels with the Doctor. This person is a nurse in middle of nowhere, UK. Like, how does she have any power? Like, there's nothing. The only power that she has is that the Doctor and Ruby does not know who she is. Like, that doesn't give. Again, I don't know. I know who. I remember Mitch when I was younger, but then I stopped remembering him. And whenever I think of Mitch, I don't know. It smells of, I don't know, something. It smells of weed. I just get the good smell of weed. It's like, Mitch?
Yeah.
Like, that's so dumb. I'm sorry, but it's not good. It's upsetting. It's like actually upsetting. Like I rewatched all the episodes except for the last one because I'm like, I don't want to go through that again. Cause But yeah, no, literally just they kind of figure it out. They get a spoon and they make a big deal about a spoon or something. It's just kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb ending, which is really upsetting because I was really enjoying it up to this point. Like
that was my I did like the monologue where he's like, if you're death, Sutek, I am life.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's very Time Lord Victorious of him. Very cool. Love that shit. Yeah. What?
No, but Time Lord Victorious kind of like, but he kind of. Would you be interested in him doing like a whole power trip? I would.
I mean, it's kind of like standard characterization for the Doctor by this point, you know? Like, to have him have some certain moments where like the old, like traumatized soldier comes out versus the normal, like inquisitive, loving Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, gosh, I don't know, man. It kind of ends. It just kind of ends. Like, Ruby meets her mom. It was very sweet. But again, I'm just upset about, like, there's nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't
I don't know. It's just, like, again, like, you can, if this is the case, you can have an episode of Doctor Who where I don't remember Mitch at all. I get a memory of him or something triggers that memory of like Mitch, and then it smells of weed. And it's like, or it starts snowing. It's like, oh my gosh. And that's just going to happen now because like this person has a special meaning to me. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it felt pretty hollow is probably a good word. It was like, we're suddenly supposed to care about this is kind of what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susan's just, once everything's dealt with, Susan is just a person. And Eunice's like, you want to work for us? And she's like, I guess. Also, I love how Eunice is just like hiring like younger children. Because I believe Rose Noble is 16. So, fine. Yeah, pretty sure. 16, 17? Like a child still. So, you know, that's fun. Yeah. It kind of ends with the Ruby's neighbor saying the Doctor's not gonna have a good ending.
Yeah, and she looks she's gonna be the new villain. She's been around the whole episode, like the whole show. We've seen her. I think when you said God of Disasters, I think she might be the God of Disasters.
Okay. You know what?
Because you know what? Like she comes out with the umbrella, like rain and all that storm shit, and she's there. And she survives being dusted.
No, she doesn't. She just dusted with Cherry Sunday. They snuggle together and then they both dust away.
But they get both dusted away. But then she shows up back at the end of the episode.
Right. Everyone does though, right? Everyone does.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Sorry. No. But yeah, no. I mean, like, I'm excited. I am excited.
You're right. That's literally the whole fucking. Yeah. No, you're right.
Sorry. Again, end of the day, this episode wasn't good. The first part was good. Second part,
First part was good because it set up like a bunch of cool shit that could happen.
Yeah.
And then the last episode was not good because it was like everything that we've built is fucking bad.
Yeah.
And we're changing it right now. Hey, you know this creepy fucking witch lady that we can't see through time and space? That is your mother?
Yeah.
Just a white woman.
White woman. Yeah. White woman.
Just a normal white chick.
Yeah. 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 Damn. Like, I don't know, man. Okay. Do you want to just one more question and we're done? So we're at the end. I think we already answered. Never mind. What are your thoughts? Final thoughts of the show series in total?
Out of 5, like usual?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's Doctor Who, so I'm gonna give it a pretty high ranking just because I'm biased, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a 4.2 hot, sweaty summers with Houdini. Out of 5.
Yeah. Oh, out of 5? Oh, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.2 out of 5.
I'll get my little letterbox review, guys. I loved Ncuti as the Doctor. He really made the show for me. There are episodes that I would not enjoy. I would probably enjoy less if he wasn't the Doctor.
100%. I would not have enjoyed Dot and Bubble. I don't think I actually would have enjoyed that. But I mean, that's also like the conceit. Wouldn't have worked if it wasn't him. Devil's Chord absolutely would not have worked with anyone else.
Yeah. He's just, he's very, like, again, just very passionate about playing this character, which is great. Like, and he loves playing it too.
Yeah. Rogue. Definitely. I mean, actually, Rogue, you could see David Tennant playing.
I could see David Tennant, yeah.
But the way that episode played out with him in it was made better because of him. How about that?
Yeah, no, perfect. And yeah, the only thing that really upset me with the last episode, Ruby Sunday as a companion is great. She's not like good companion, not like amazing or anything, not like I fell in love with her right away. She's good. Like, I'm not upset. Her and the Doctor get along.
Yeah.
I still love Donna Noble more. Like, if I were to rank her, she would be in the middle, which is great.
Yeah.
There are just better companions.
Yeah. I didn't like. I'm gonna be quite honest. I didn't like Rose Tyler.
Yeah. No, me too. Don't worry.
I
liked her season 1.
I love Martha. Compared to like Rose.
Love Martha too. Like
no. Yeah. But then Karen Gillan's character, Amy.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Plus she's hot. She's so hot. Guys, I need to go back to Scotland, reconnect my roots, marry a Scottish redhead, and I'm good.
Yeah. Continue the clan.
Yeah. But yeah, again, last episode fell flat for me, and I'm just like, We'll watch season 2 though. Like, it hasn't wrecked anything for me. We'll watch season 2.
Yeah. We can also, just talk about the old seasons as well.
Yeah. Again, guys,
in a different one. If we're out of ideas, don't be surprised when an Doctor Who episode pops up again.
We talk about series 3. I want to talk about series 3. Love series 3.
Series 3.
That's with Martha. And Martha, yeah.
I'm watching that right now.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm watching currently.
Series 5 also perfect. Love it. Like, honestly, probably the best series. That's my opinion.
Series 5.
That's first season of 11.
Yeah.
And
was that Impa Pandorica? It was the final episode of that?
Yeah, I think so. It was kind of confusing, but I liked it. Like,
I loved it.
It kind of hurts my head. It hurts my head.
It's
but, like,
very cool to see how like he is seen through time and space.
Yeah.
As this like
primordial god that just kills everything that he touches.
Literally, yeah. We
All
have
right.
we have an email at Please Watch Our Podcast. It will be in the little description in YouTube as well as Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube, guys. Get us to 100 subscribers. We will talk about the Hobbit animated Lord of the Rings show movie.
Yeah,
we're doing
at 100 subscribers. We'll do a white T-shirt contest.
Yeah, but your win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still only audio though.
Yeah. You're just here me being like, stop it.
Yeah, it's like a pillow fight, but only the audio.
Yeah, literally. So, guys, we were recommended a movie from another podcast called the Talking Pictures Podcast. And they're Irish. So they recommended us an Irish movie set in Dublin, set in the 80s. It has a nice soundtrack. It is called Sing Street. So we will see you guys in our next episode. We'll be talking about Sing Street. Again, guys, email us your podcast. I would love to find, we're so open to watch other movies from other countries, other cultures. Will we give you good opinions? No, but...
No.
We'll be interested about it.
We'll not.
We'll be interested.
I'll actively ruin it for you.
Yeah.
If you give me a movie, I will ruin it.
Yeah.
I will talk shit about it. I will ruin it. So please send them to me.
Yeah.
Also, again? Just, I'm talking for myself here, really, honestly. Dude, we love cool and weird sci-fi on this
podcast.
Why did I forget that? Of course. So send us if you find something cool or funky or weird and you're like, man, that was like a cool way of doing that, or that was a weird way of doing that. Send that shit to us.
Yeah. Don't send us stuff like the Human Centipede. I'm not gonna enjoy that. I'm not gonna watch it. Send that. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that though. Again.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to the whole podcast. Series reviews are a little bit longer than a movie review. This video is about 2 hours. Series is an hour or less. We're not about reaching a time. We're our time limit is 45 minutes, and we're good with that.
Dude, this has been for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours and 10 minutes. Do you think? Yeah, I was gonna do something fun, but we're not gonna do that now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for enjoying, listening, and please watching our podcast. Bye.
Bye-bye.